Hey, ever wonder how to space your drawers in the drawer box while you're installing slides? This video will help. So in previous videos, we bored these cabinet sides out for the drawer box using the LR32 system and spacing these holes properly to utilize the slide so we have complete adjustability up and down. And a lot of you have asked, how do you space them out? Well, it's not rocket science, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, it's math time. Don't turn the video out. Pay attention. Now, when I designed this cabinet, I think everybody knows I cut everything on a 32 millimeter increment, and a typical base cabinet is 768 millimeters. That's divisible by 32. Now, I built my drawer boxes. The first increment to remember here is it's 100 millimeters for the top box, 200 millimeters for the middle box, and 300 for what? The bottom box. Now, it's really important to understand I'm saying box, not drawer front. Now, let's talk about drawer faces. So this is 768 millimeters, but we have to talk about what is known as a reveal. At the top of the cabinet, we're going to have a 2 millimeter reveal. At the bottom of the cabinet, for our drawer faces, another 2 millimeter. And in between each drawer box or drawer face, will be another 2 millimeters, so it looks really, really crisp. Now, let's do some subtraction. The overall is 768 millimeters, and if I calculate 2, 4, 6, and 8 reveals, I subtract 8 millimeters from 768, and I end up with 760. Whoo! There's some math, huh? So then I can calculate my drawer faces and have plenty of leeway to adjust them when I install them finally after I install the cabinet drawer box. So my drawer faces will be 160, 240, and 360. And you'll see where I don't have to have perfect spacing just to accommodate those faces. And I'll show you some great tips and tricks on how to do that and how to install these undermount drawer slides properly. And I'll show you how to understand these as well. As we get started here, this is so important, is understanding schematics of the brand that you choose to use for hardware. I choose Sedgeley. So I have a Sedgeley Progressa schematic here. And if you remember, I made a slight error when I built the miter saw stand. I didn't have my Sedgeley Progressas with me, okay? And I miscalculated the minimum clearance required. I used 6 or 7, and I should have used, and you'll see it right here, a 9 millimeter. So you can see right here too, I have a lot more clearance than 9 millimeter. So you may look at the spacing here and go, wow, that's a lot more than 9 millimeter. But the thing is the drawer faces are cut larger. That way there we can space them up and down to achieve all those 2 millimeters. And you'll see this when we do the install. The drawer faces are usually the last thing I do after everything's installed. So 2 things. We use the 32 millimeter system, which is great because installation is not a lot of drilling. It's already pre-drilled. I use the 5 millimeter Euro screws. Pretty simple. And I know that first hole, if you will remember in that video, has the 4 millimeter reveal already built into it. So the third hole is 37 millimeters, and that's a typical standard in 32 millimeter cabinetry. From the front edge to that first hole on center is 37 millimeter, and it's that easy. So if you remember from the back edge to the center of that hole, in that video, if I remember correctly, is 84 millimeters. We set up the LR32 for it, and as I swing this in, it lines up absolutely perfect. So I can just take that Euro screw and sink it. I use the bottom hole. We're ready to go. I got this side set. Now I'm just going to flip it over and do this side. Hey, another quick tip, just to insert here, is when you're choosing slides or you're installing, there's a left side and a right side, and they're usually labeled right here, R and L. So let's check the fit. It looks good. We're ready to rock. So let's work out some spacing. Now, you'll see I have clearance down here for the first slide because we utilized that first hole. We quantified that in that first video we did on boring these holes. Now, we need to set this just right on this side with enough clearance, but we have to take into consideration the size of our drawer faces. So what I do is I always usually make a set of jigs like this. We know it's 360. Remember, I have a 2mm down here, so I have this strip here I know is 2mm, and I set this down here. Okay, this allows me to go, okay, I have that drawer face that's gonna come up 360mm, and then my other drawer face for the middle drawer is 240. So I'm going to take this and I'm gonna go, you know, on that hole, it just won't work, but if I bring it up to this hole, there'll be plenty of spacing. So that's how I choose how to do that. Now, if you get it assembled and you still don't think you have enough clearance, you always have the adjustability for all the drawers. And stay in this video because I'm gonna show you some even more adjustability on these Sedgeley slides. Also take in consideration for that drawer spacing, I know it's minor, but you have a 2mm reveal. So what I like to do sometimes is when I'm really looking at that, I also make for the drawer face a 240, and I'll take that into consideration as well. So you have a 2mm reveal here, a 2mm reveal here, and then when we space this one, we'll also have another 2mm reveal with 160 drawer face. So let's figure out the final spot for the top drawer box. So once again, I know this is repetitive, but I want you to understand this. I got a 2mm reveal here. I put another piece here at 2mm. I got a third piece here, and I'm gonna slide this on. This is 160, and hopefully the camera gets this, but up top here, we have an exact 2mm reveal. So when you look at this, don't freak out, okay? Because you may not think there's enough space, but there is. It's built into the Sedgeley slide. There's a second row of holes. So I'm gonna take this screw and move it up to that hole, and that'll give me a lot more clearance. So just taking it down that second level of screw holes, you'll see right here, look, there's a lot more clearance in here. So when we go to do our final install, we won't have any hiccups. So if you're expecting an extremely heavy loads in these drawers, you can always add an extra screw in here. I like using this Vicks bit. It's a 5mm. I'll just take it like this, real simple. I'll drill out an extra hole, and then I'll just come over and add an extra Euro screw in there. So hopefully, this video explained how to set up your undermount slides on the LR32 system, the 32mm system, and utilizing a few simple setup jigs, a Vicks bit, in the right spaces. You can do this. I know you can. So, I gotta think about a question. Hey, at this point, everybody knows I like Sedgeley brand hardware. What's your preferred brand? Let us know in the comments below. So as we always say from the SedgeTool shop, be positive, stay sharp, and we mean wicked sharp.